Hi, and welcome to my presentation on transliteracy in the library, using digital storytelling to help English language learners flourish. My name is Jen Van Ness, and I am your K through 12 librarian, and I'm so happy to present some evidence-based research on this topic and how we can incorporate using these technologies, Web 2.0 strategies, and digital literacy into our curriculum. So just to start off with our table of contents, we have what the program is, what are we trying to achieve, the budget, how much will it cost, who our target audience is, who will it serve, and the benefits. What are the benefits and who will reap them? So here's a little bit about the program, its structure and design, its intended purpose, and who the program is for. So first, I'd like to start talking about transliteracy. So transliteracy is essentially the connections between different types of disciplines in order to understand both communication and storytelling. Transliteracy recognizes that different cultures have different ways of communicating, and it seeks to understand and connect these modalities. People with transliteracy skills can easily transition from reading a book to engaging with a digital interface, and that's one of our goals here with this program. While basic literacy involves reading and writing, transliteracy includes understanding and skills associated with interpreting different types of media and being able to toggle back and forth smoothly between them. So, a little bit about what digital storytelling is. It's multimedia movies that you can use with software or apps that are easy to use, easy to train on. They can incorporate photographs, video clips, music, your narration, and some text, just for example. So, our students will start with a personal story, such as a memory, a family event, or a challenge that they went through. And this is to help them connect emotionally to the task and make their stories genuine and authentic. Before we dive into the technologies, we ask students to plan their stories using a storyboard. They can write out the order of events, choose what kind of images or graphics they want to use, and also write out the narrative. As English language learners write their scripts, this is an opportunity to teach or reteach vocabulary and grammar structures. Librarians and teachers alike will be able to offer feedback on the drafts to help refine language use. So there are many tech tools available for creating digital stories. For this project, we will use digital storytelling software such as Story Maps and Storyboard That. Now, these are subscription paid for services, in addition to a subscription royalty-free download for the Noun project for images. When students are recording their voice for the story, they're going to practice pronunciation and speaking, and we're just going to encourage that it's okay to make mistakes and to re-record and just sort of embrace the project in a fun, non-judgmental environment. So we want to encourage students to incorporate elements from their own culture, and this could help to start or spark discussions about cultural differences and similarities. Students, instead of working individually in a silo, they can work in small groups so you can brainstorm together, edit, offer feedback, and this can enhance language learning and provide peer support. Once the stories are completed, we'll hold a viewing party and stories will be shared within the community. And after the project, students will reflect on the process. So here's the budget. I used $2,500 as the benchmark. And I budgeted for software, hardware, subscription services, and storage. The digital storytelling software Story Maps is $500. Storyboard That, $100. The royalty-free download subscription to the Noun project is $100. I've budgeted for 5 iPads, $1,545. 5 over-ear classroom-appropriate headphones, $40, and cloud storage for the digital stories at $150 a year. And that brings us to a total of $2,435, so just under the $2,500 budget, which I'm very happy about. So let's talk again about our student audience. So these are multilingual learners. They're not just English as an additional language or English language learners. These are polyglots who speak multiple languages, and we want to be able to support them in their effort to continue to learn English. So first of all students benefit from digital storytelling, so 100% of students. And while this project targets English language learners or multilingual learners, it benefits all students. And I want to point out that multilingual learners comprise 60% of our student population. As an international school, we have a really high EAL population, and we want to make sure that these students are served. Engaging activities like digital storytelling help develop deep understanding by exposing students to multimodal ways of interacting with words and sentences, and it helps increase confidence with speaking. Some of the benefits. Students will develop and refine language skills. They'll tap into their creative selves, able to explore cultural backgrounds, and cultivate 21st century skills. Here's some evidence-based research. We have 3 articles here. One is from Her and Sir in 2012. Students should participate in engaging activities to develop deep understanding. Technology components such as digital storytelling can develop active learning environments. And Santos Green says the art of storytelling is still a crucial component in many school library programs. By integrating Web 2.0 digital story technologies, librarians are able to collaborate with English as a second language teachers in order to design student-centered digital story projects. And Blythe et al. Says that visual and media literary skills are becoming increasingly important for successful communication. Libraries are embracing new opportunities to support students in learning skills related to visual communication, including content creation with new media. Some of the measurable impacts include engagement with multimedia with a critical eye. Students are able to pick what makes a good resource and what makes maybe a not so good resource. Celebration of the stories. So once all the digital stories are completed, the library will sponsor viewing parties. Sharing stories can take place during school hours in the library for visiting classes. And I really think that an after-school exhibition would be a great idea for stakeholders such as parents, the board, administrators, and the community at large. Sharing personal stories builds community both in and out of the classroom, and it gives students a sense of pride in their work. Finally, their projects will be exhibited on the library's website on the school intranet. Students will also be able to have the opportunity to review and reflect, and there'll be peer feedback as well. And students will have the option to record their responses on a flip, so they can just do a 2-minute video talking reflection instead of writing something out if that's an easier modality. And they'll examine what they learned, what they found challenging, and what they might do differently next time. Notice that feedback will be provided by both librarians and ELL teachers for both language and tech and multimedia usage during the storytelling process. And finally, 21st century skills. Digital storytelling not only helps students develop their language skills, but teaches invaluable 21st century skills. These incorporate digital literacy, creativity, and critical thinking. These are my references, and thank you for watching.